Happy New Year! It's the Henrys with 2012 in review. Joe.
I played volleyball.
She played volleyball on varsity, made varsity for the second year in a row. She's only a sophomore. She played defensive specialist and libero. Also played setter on the sophomore team and played club. And is an all-around very strong volleyball player.
Without a doubt.
Really fun to watch her.
Absolutely. I was on the cross-country and track teams this year. It was my second year running, and it was an impressive accomplishment that I managed to make it onto the varsity team. I was really excited about that.
That's right.
Managed to run a 5:07 mile, which was a pretty impressive accomplishment, and it's overall been a very interesting experience. I've been logging an average of about 50 miles a week.
That's a lot of miles. I haven't run any miles this year, but I did finish my ESL endorsement, which was an accomplishment, so I was pleased with that, and it's opened up some opportunities for me in my career. I'm teaching adult ESL classes in the evenings, 2 nights a week, and I do private instruction through a tutoring agency 4 days a week, and I also do grading work for the English department at the 8th and 9th grade junior high school, and still work 1 day a week at the accounting office. Keeps me out of trouble.
And as opposed to Cheryl doing more, I focus on doing less and focusing more of my energy on my window cleaning business with the goal of doubling my income in 2012, which I achieved.
Hooray! Good job, good job.
Joe, what else have you been up to?
Did we already talk about
Music.
Music.
Tell us about it.
She plays percussion.
In 3 different classes as
Three
well
different.
as multiple extracurricular activities.
Those extracurricular activities, Joe and I both participated in. It was the marching band this summer.
And they
She was
both
on
were
tenors.
section leaders.
Yeah, I played tuba. And then in the pit orchestra, Joe was on auxiliary percussion. I was playing first trumpet. I'm also in the varsity jazz band playing first trumpet and playing first chair tuba in the wind ensemble, as well as singing bass in the choir.
And in addition to that, they've both been involved with worship ministry. John's been leading some worship again this year. Joe plays violin and does some backup vocals once in a while. Johnson does some backup vocals once in a while, as well as doing sound on a regular basis. And John's been also playing the drums in addition to leading. So that's been a great new development for all of us.
It's been a fun experience. There's been a lot of travel this year as well. This summer was taken up with a couple different trips. Joe?
Joe went to Montana on a
Greyhound bus by herself. A cultural experience.
Yeah. Yes. I met a convict and this guy from Kenya who was like a naturalist, and this Mormon kid from Salt Lake City. And this couple, I met this other who wasn't really a couple, but they were talking about
I don't think we really care who was on the bus with you. Thanks.
And also this
I went to the Naval Academy this summer, which was a really exciting experience. I got to see what life is like there, and it allowed me to decide that this is definitely my first choice for going to college next year, so I have been applying there, and I continue my application, and the most recent development is
I said he got 2 congressional nominations. Moving on.
Good job.
Which was an accomplishment. And so John and I are trying to squeeze as many memories into these last months with Johnson before he graduates and with Joe before she graduates. So one of the other traveling experiences we did this year was a Boundary Waters trip in northern Minnesota. And it was a great time with Papa and Grandma Tedeschi. And they did a fantastic job organizing meals and gear and the plan and all, and we had a great experience. The food was
phenomenal. The best culinary experience of my life. You know you're doing it right if on the last day, right before packing up your soaked gear, in the middle of a pouring rainstorm, you're eating hot, fresh-caught walleye fish tacos from northern Minnesota.
Never had a better taco in my life.
It was beautiful.
And the rocks were
jumpable.
We had some great sunset swims every day and some wonderful tent conversations, laying all 6 of us plus the 2 dogs in one tight tent, having good
And
talks.
about 1 million mosquitoes.
Maybe a few mosquitoes here and there.
Good times. The other thing that happened this year is that we finally, I shouldn't say finally, we chose to move off the mountain at 8,000 feet with 23 feet of snowfall, 10 months of winter, 4 miles of really rough road off the interstate, and a long commute into town and back. We decided to relieve that tension and
simplify a little bit.
Simplify a little bit.
Jump, he's got a good approach to the ramp. Good approach. Oh!
Get that on film! That was the best thing ever!
Now we live a block and a half from the high school.
Which is great because that means not only can Joe and I get to school really easily, Mom is a bike ride away from all 4 of her jobs.
That's right. So, it's been a good year.
Good year. And we wish you a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Kupa Kupa Kanoba.
And all that other stuff.
Can I please go get my pineapple now?
First
We have to
trumpet.
stop.
Yeah, we need to stop.
Joe's bra is showing.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Happy New Year.
Hey.
We did Pit Orchestra this year, which was a really fun opportunity. I was playing.
So that was...
This one time I was biking to school and my eyelids almost froze together. Did I tell you about that?
Okay, so we need to watch it, and then we're probably going to need to refilm, and we're going to put it. Oh, hello.
But Dad, we have to come and sit down and then we'll cut out the beginning.
We're here to tell you a little bit about 2012.
Joe.
I played volleyball.
Block and a half from the high school where these two clowns
Thank
can
you. No.
easily traverse back and
Excuse me.
forth.
Let go of me now.
And so, it's been a very good year, and Joe will not be getting the pineapple. She won't.
Do they want
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!